The Golden Age of Greece, also known as Greece's classical period, lasted from 500 to 300 BCE. It was a time period notable for its advances in art, literature, and architecture. Philosophy was a prominent development of the Golden Age. Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle are all considered the fathers of Western society. First, let's provide background of the Golden Age. Before the Golden Age, there was a rivalry between the Greeks and Persians, or the Persian Wars. The feud was won by the Greeks, led by Athens, and the Athenians were rewarded with prestige. The money spent on the war went to Greece's treasury. The money was used for developments. Greek philosophy explained the world and included a variety of subjects like science. One of these philosophers is Socrates. So Socrates, can you please tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I was born in 470 BC in Athens. My philosophy is most focused on ethics. I disagree with the focus on materialism and wealth, and I believe more on the welfare of souls. People put emphasis on the things I say. Some call it my paradox, some say the fact that I say I know nothing is a paradox. I also came up with the Socratic method, a method that believes in solving problems with logical explanation.
Well, Socrates, it was really nice to meet you. I'm pretty sure that I learned a lot about your beliefs. Socrates was noted for his ridicule of current events and politics. Putting more emphasis on the Socratic method, his teaching involved clarifying a question until the pupil gained his own unique understanding. Additionally, Socrates' students revealed his philosophy through accounts of his lifestyle. Historian Xenophon stated, "In my experience, men who respond to good fortune with modesty and kindness are harder to find than those who face adversity with courage. For in the very nature of things, success tends to create pride and blindness in the hearts of men, while suffering teaches them to be patient and strong." To clarify, Socrates' lifestyle, the way he kept himself disheveled and unattractive in public, highlighted his dismay for the emphasis that the Athenians put on glory, fame, and materialism. Socrates' beliefs were inspiration for his student Plato, another famous philosopher of the Golden Age. Plato was born circa 428 BCE and founded the Academy in Athens, today Greece's national academy and highest research establishment of the country. So Plato, can you tell me some facts about your beliefs?
I am most known for something known as Platonic love, or the belief that love is the strongest form of motivation for a person. My philosophy blends a mixture of psychology, moral ethics, politics, and similar to Socrates, human knowledge.
Plato's works are separated into three distinctive periods. He is most famous for his dialogues, which discuss a large variety of topics and utilize the Socratic method. The main difference from him and Socrates was that his philosophies were systematic in the way that it combined several ideas of different topics at once. Most well known is Platonic realism, which differentiates knowledge from what is real. Part of Platonic realism was his theory of forms, which thought of the material world as a poor version of the real world, and believed that abstract forms like love, pleasure, or sadness were universal entities that could exist by themselves. Plato spread his teachings to his student Aristotle, born 384 BCE in Stagira, Greece, and was enrolled in Plato's academy. He later became the tutor for Alexander the Great. So Aristotle, I heard that you were the teacher for Alexander the Great. Can you inform me of your experiences?
I'm quite proud to say that my teaching has influenced Alexander the Great, as seen in his diplomatic relationships. I believe that the reason why Alexander has such an appreciation for the arts was because of me.
Aristotle differed from his teacher in that he rejected the theory of forms and had a more empirical view of reality. Therefore, he believed that instead of speculation, the best way to gain knowledge was through natural philosophy or science. He argued from Plato that objects are codependent on their abstract values in order to exist. Now let's review the differences between the three philosophers. Socrates did not emphasize on the soul as much as Plato and believed that there were limits to human knowledge. Plato was an idealist who speculated lots on the soul and the world. However, they both put a heavy emphasis on gaining knowledge and intellect through actual education. Aristotle is most different from the two in that he has more empirical views and believes more on the happiness of the physical world than the abstract world. Furthermore, today we live by the works and philosophies of Aristotle, Socrates, and Plato. We still live by the belief of self-betterment and learning from our mistakes. And our government today is based off of those ideals, which can be traced back to Aristotle, who said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but an habit."